A narcissist is not who they think they are. They are what they hide from others, which is why their entire life is nothing but a big performance. To keep up this performance, they secretly but religiously follow some inner truths, some principles they abide by. And these truths are not supposed to be known by you and me or others, because if these truths were revealed, their entire life will collapse in minutes. The revelation of these truths can redeem them powerless. What are these truths? These truths are like inner chambers of their mind, their psyche, that run the mechanics of their life. And in this episode, I am going to reveal these truths one by one to you, deconstruct their facade so that you can see the narcissist for who they are and set yourself free. Let's get started. I am Danish, a psychologist, a trauma therapist, and a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. Number one, I must mirror your morality to avoid exposure. Narcissists do not have a working moral compass, which means they do not have a true sense of right and wrong. If they want to do something, they won't think about how will it impact me. Is it the right thing to do? Or it's horribly wrong, it will hurt others. That's not the thought that crosses their mind. What they think is, how will it benefit me? What is in it for me? And so on. But at the same time, they want to fit in the society they are a part of. They want to appear generous, they want to appear kind, compassionate, understanding, empathetic, and whatnot. So to do that, what do? They study you. They study you thoroughly. They observe your behaviors and absorb what benefits them. Most importantly, your moral values. They watch how you connect with others deeply and believe you're faking it. They start talking in the same manner, nodding their head, pretending to listen, attuned body language, and so on. To do what? To gain what? Trust of others, to appear virtuous, to fit in the society, and the most important thing, to get supply, to get admiration from others, to be seen as a good guy, a nice person. This is how they keep performing, by copying your value system, by acting like they're as generous as you, as kind as you. But when nobody is watching, they become their real self, their true self, the torturous self, the monstrous and murderous self that has no empathy whatsoever. Forbidden truth number two, I am terrified of death and disease. All narcissists of all shapes, sizes, and types have this fear. No matter how they try to act invincible, deep down, they don't even want to entertain the idea of dying one day. Now, you may say everybody is afraid of death. What is new in that? Eventually, we accept it. We accept that's how our life ends. So what? We make peace with it. They don't. They fight it until they can't. They want to live in the present moment, like right now, and rejoice at power and control they have over others, and delusionally believe that is what it is going to be like forever. But when truth strikes them, it strikes them hard. How do I know so? Look at my malignant narcissistic grandfather, who was a total predator. He delusionally believed he's going to be that strong, that invincible, that crazy. However, as he got old, everything started falling apart, and then he would cry about being really strong back in his youth and not having that strength anymore. He would constantly relive those memories of that strength and try to get supply from old times. They also are afraid of falling ill. They don't want to fall ill. Why? That makes them feel vulnerable. They don't want to believe they will need others. They will need to depend on others. That makes them feel really weak and vulnerable, which goes against the idea that nothing can impact them. My father has major hypochondriasis. Not saying that all those people who have hypochondriasis are narcissists. No, but a lot of them. A lot of narcissists have extreme health anxiety. They're always trying to know what's new in the market. Maybe they have that thing. Maybe they have this thing. They are super about vaccinations, medicines, getting their bones checked, their muscles checked. One should be aware. It's okay. Yes, regularly you should get yourself checked, but they are obsessive about it. They get it all just to make sure they remain in control of their life. This shows how insecure they are. Deep down, they just don't even want to think they can have that weakness. They're fragile. They do everything they can to stay alive. The truth is, they may obsess over health related issues, avoid having conversations around health, or may try to know more about that issue, acting like, oh, they're just trying to gain information, but deep down, they're shivering because they fear that is what they have. What is this? What is that? What are the signs? What are the symptoms? The next thing they're visiting the doctor to check if they have this new condition. That is what they do not want you to know. They're really weak deep within. Number three, this one can be really difficult for some of us to believe, but they are dead inside. A narcissist may never want to tell you, but this is what they will tell you if they were to tell you the truth. I am dead inside. I don't feel that joy. I don't feel that happiness. I don't feel that sadness either. The only thing that I feel is fear, shame, and all of that gets converted into anger because anger makes me feel in control. I'm numb. I am a walking, living, breathing zombie. Emotionally, I'm gone. What you are seeing is a body that appears to be alive, but it's a shell. I have already departed this body a long time ago. On the day they chose this path, they sacrificed their true self on the altar of their false self. To appear powerful, they had to do something big, and that is what they did. They sacrificed their authenticity and became this inauthentic version of themselves. So there is no one home. Who will you save? I know this may bring up a lot of grief for some of you who are trying to navigate the situation, but that is the truth. There is no one home. There is no one you can revive. There is nothing you can do about it. The only thing you can do is process the grief, accept it as it is, let it go. You didn't cause it. It's not your responsibility to fix it. No matter what you feel or believe, no matter how big of an empath or a fixer you are, you won't be able to do anything about it. To help you process this grief, I am doing an online 3-hour workshop this month, August 31st, and next month, September 7th. The topic will be how to heal and release grief after narcissistic abuse. This workshop will help you understand why this sadness does not go away and why everything is so complicated when it comes to healing. If you want to get the tools to heal at a deep level, register yourself right now at an early bird price reserved for first 100 participants. The link is in the description of this episode. Number 4, I am addicted to the high of manipulating others. I get a thrill from deceiving you, from controlling you, from making you think you are the problem. I feel really superior when I am able to control the narrative, when I watch you in pain, when I watch that smile on your face turning into a frown, when I watch you squeeze your facial muscles in intense sadness, anxiety, suffering that I cause you. Why, you may ask, why do I enjoy it? I enjoy it because I love to see you in pain. It gives me a high. Why do I need that high? I'm deeply insecure. You need to understand that. I don't have any power over my life. So when I exert that control over you, I feel powerful and it gives me a high. It's like a hardcore drug for me. Nothing feels as good as that, which is why in a corporate setting, I will take the credit of other people's work to go up that corporate ladder. I will love on my boss, my manager, just to make sure they see me a certain way so that I can grab that position. In a family setting, as a narcissistic parent, I will set siblings against each other. I will tell one sibling one story and the other a different story. Why? Because I love to play with them like pawns. When they fight, I love it. I love the fact that it's been caused by me because I can do nothing else. I can't fix my life. So why will I let you live a stable one? I will destroy yours as well. I will set it on fire and watch all of it burn down to ground. All of that was to say, a narcissist loves to be the puppeteer in any situation. They love watching family members, friends turning on each other, destroying each other. That is the game they love to play. That's what makes them so malignant in nature. Number 5, and the last one. A lot of narcissists harbor strange, almost superstitious beliefs about control. They may engage in bizarre rituals or obsessive behaviors, convinced that these will help them maintain their grip over others. This obsessive need for control often borders on irrationality, revealing how deeply insecure they are. Let me give you an example. A narcissist may believe carrying a certain pen with them, wearing a certain color, or keeping this one object with them all the time gives them some power and control over others. It makes them feel the king or the queen. I have seen it happening. The association they create becomes an extension of their false reality they live in all the time. What I have seen is how they sit in a certain position, in a certain way, on a certain chair, tilt their head in a certain way, cross their legs, for example. And when they get into that power pose, I call it a power pose, you will see that grandiosity oozing out of their face, the entitlement, and their eyes bulging out, their body quite stiff and rigid, as if you are interacting with God, him or herself. That is the multiple personality aspect of them. It feels like an entity has taken over. An evil spirit is coming out when they get into that pose. My grandfather did it a lot. There was a special place designated for him in the hall, in the room. Nobody was allowed to sit on that place. It was for the king himself. He would sit on that place, holding a cigar in his mouth, and his head would look like this. He would not look at you directly, but more like this, as if you were a small thing over there, and he would belittle you through those eyes. Another strange, weird example of the same would be a ritualistic behavior. For example, when they leave the house, they won't say, I'm leaving, because their narcissistic head tells them, if you say I'm leaving, that could mean you won't ever come back. My father all the time hated to say I'm leaving. He would say instead, I'm walking, or I'm coming. The opposite of what he was actually doing. By saying I'm coming, he meant to say I am coming back soon, not I'm leaving. That shows the lack of internal control, how destabilized they feel, and they have to say these bizarre things just to give themselves a false sense of power. The last example of the same behavior that I can give you is body gestures. If you say a certain word in a certain manner, or move your body in a certain way, make a certain gesture, and something bad is going to happen. You're not allowed to say certain words at certain occasions, or cross over, walk over, let's say, a book. One thing that comes to my mind right now is whenever he would watch a cricket match between two teams, if you were to say something as innocent as, I think his favorite team wouldn't win today, instantly he would harass you, verbally abuse you, sometimes even hit you, and then act like you caused it. You made it happen. That sounds irrational. No, you did it. It's because of you. They lost because of you. Why did you say that? It's done. And he would curse you and say horrible things. So this is how irrational, childish, weird, strange they are. OCD type they are. I'm not demonizing OCD. I'm just creating a relationship. Let me know in the comments if you have experienced something like this. And with that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.